what the hell's the matter with her?
She's fainted. What did you expect?
Oh, she's never been robust. It's a heart, you know.
If she packs it in, we'll be to blame, you know.
Margot's right. If Mrs. Dyson has a heart attack, you'll be blamed. Now, for your own sake, let her go.
If she carks it, but she stays.
You've already got one hostage.
The screw's got a point.
The more hostages we got, the more muscle we've got, mate. I'll just shut up, will you?
Look, if you let Mrs. Dyson go, I'll stand hostage in her place.
She's in a bad way. Well, what difference does it make if it's her or the screw?
All right. Tell the pigs.
Hey, copper! The screw's coming out with the old duck!
Standing by.
Now get moving, and remember, tell the coppers what we want. And get the food and get back here, or she gets it.
Well, I hope she won't be too long. My tummy's rumbling already.
407.
40. Oh, to contain the area till I flush right through it.
Officer Dickinson, radio base for an ambulance and tell them one of the hostages is free.
402. 402, are you aware of the deserts going on for the offenders?
I've told you before, Dempsey, now get out of the way!
How come they let her go?
Well, even they could see she wasn't well. And I've volunteered to be standing hostage.
You certainly got plenty of guts.
Look, there isn't much time. They want some food, and then I've got to go back and stay with them.
OK, we'll OK the food. Now, look, what's the situation in there?
Well, they're all armed. Margot and her boyfriend have got pistols, and the other one they call Bazza is a large caliber rifle.
Is there much ammo?
Well, there seems to be quite a bit of it. 2 boxes at least.
What's the general feeling in there?
Well, they're all pretty tense.
You still reckon you can talk them out?
2 of them. Margot and her boyfriend. I think they'd surrender without much persuasion.
Good, then we'll hang on for a while to give you a chance to get through to them.
What about the other one?
Bazza? Yes, well, he's trigger happy. One false move and...
Nah, Dad is a bloody doornail. Which means we won't have any news of Margot until tomorrow.
Maybe be over by then, one way or another.
Most likely way's a bloodbath. I hope Mrs. M's all right. She's always been my favourite screw.
Yeah, but she's still a screw. You would be worried about Margot.
We are. Stupid bitch out of here in 5 minutes and she's already into jobs. Yeah, and she said she was going straight. She promised. See? That's what it's like once you've been in here. The chances are you'll keep on making the same mistakes. Yeah. Look at us. Look at Dawn. Once you've been in here, your life's ruined.
Yeah, well, it's not going to happen to me.
OK, but you'll have to work at it.
Told you, I'm going to get stuck into them classes, then I'll get a good job.
That's the spirit, love.
Yeah, no way am I coming back to this dump.
That's what Margot said.
Yeah, well, for me, it's going to be true.
The screw's coming.
Could be a trap. She'd be gone longer than I thought she would be.
Don't, Bazza!
What's in the box?
I imagine it's food.
It could be drugged.
Yeah, good thinking. You eat it. OK, bogey.
How much longer you reckon it'll be?
Not long. Cops will give us what we want.
Do you really reckon they'll give us the car?
Of course. We're home and housed.
On the run, you mean?
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
So much for going straight. Mrs. Morris would have helped us.
We had to get the brass from somewhere, mate. Anyway, what's happened's happened.
I know. It's just that, well, you get some funny ideas in your head. I thought we'd get married, have kids.
We could still do that. After this is over, we'll split north and wait till things cool down.
We could never bring them up proper. Cops would catch up with us sooner or later. We'll never get another chance.
I've really buggered things up, haven't I? I don't know how. I don't know how, but I'll make it up to you.
You okay?
Heard any more news about Mrs. Morrison, Margaret?
Yes.
Hey, what's the latest on the siege?
Those animals have taken Mrs. Morris hostage. I hope you're satisfied.
How could she do it? Mrs. M was helping Margot and everything.
Yeah, well, maybe it wasn't Margot's fault.
She asked Mrs. Morris to go.
I bet you $1 to a brick it was the blokes that were calling the tune.
Yeah, bloody men. Margot wouldn't do anything like that.
I reckon she could.
How would you know?
Oh, she'd do it on her head. She's a regular crim like you, isn't she?
Oh, you!
Oh, all right, now you two cut it out.
She called me a crim.
Yeah, well, we're all crims, so will you bloody put a sock in
Yeah,
it?
cut it out, both of you, otherwise I'll really give you something to worry about. Now, for crying out loud, get in there and wake Lizzie up, otherwise she'll stay there all day.
So incredible.
Oh, like I said, dear, my philosophy is just to
Oh,
keep
shut up, you stupid bitch.
Anything happening out there?
Not yet, not yet. It won't be long.
You reckon we'll get what we want?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Look, you haven't even worked out a plan. You know the police have got one.
Whatever the coppers have got, darling, I'll go one better. They'll be making a move pretty soon, and when they do, I'll be ready.
Hi, I'm Sally Dean, the new prison officer. Oh, training officer.
Thanks, Mr. Fletcher. Going to give it another go. I'm pleased.
Me too. Where do I start? Well, you'll be doing the Bubs book again. This is John. This is Betty. John can run. Betty can...
Doreen, why don't you get on with your own work? And we'll take it from the top. Don't rush it. Just remember what we talked about last time.
Scotty is a dog. Scotty can...
That's enough, Doreen.
I was only trying to help. We did that book in Bubs.
Well, for your information, Georgie's progress way beyond that.
Huh. 19 and she can't even read proper.
And apart from your actual duties, I would like you to keep in mind that the emphasis at Wentworth is on rehabilitation, not punishment.
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
Now, I see from your file that your induction course was at Pentridge. There will be a number of differences.
Oh, yes. Well, after all, it's much smaller, isn't it? And I'll be dealing with women, not men.
Don't underestimate the women, Sally. They can be just as difficult. But remember, they are human beings, not... Come in.
Yes, Mrs. Davidson?
This is Sally Dean, Sally Vera Bennett.
Hi.
How do you do?
Now, as a trainee, you would be aware that you must be accompanied by a fully qualified officer at all times. Miss Bennett will supervise you.
Right.
Then I suggest you go along with Miss Bennett and have a look at the prison, and she will explain the routine as you go. And remember, without undermining discipline, the women do respond to respect and kindness if you give them a chance.
Of course, Mrs. Davidson, I understand.
I hope you will have a pleasant, or rather a fruitful stay at Wentworth.
How much longer do we wait?
Give them time.
It's been 24 hours already.
Okay, it's a stalemate. What's your suggestion?
I'd just like to see one of them. Just get one of them to show their face.
And then what? Blow their heads off?
It's better than sitting here.
We've got to take the hostages into consideration.